welcome to Board Games Daddy. The last expansion that I have for a Munchkin dungeon, it's Board Silly. Board Silly. So, what is Board Silly? It has a meeple as a boss, and then I can't see what these things are. I need to take a look inside because I don't get it. So, Board Silly is an expansion of the game. That is our tongue-in-cheek love letter to all the board games and board game collectors out there. Based on 4 new monsters, and the dreadful meeple boss, who is ready to show is the king of the board. Start your collection by proudly placing your loot in a brand new shelf dashboard, keeping it safe from your opponents, and see which collector will gain fame by the end of the game. So this is dedicated to board game collectors. Okay, so many inside jokes for board games, private jokes. Yeah, so the meeple is a meeple, that's the dice. Let's see. So this is the last video for now for Munchkin expansions. So if you enjoyed this, don't forget to check the channel and see all the others from the base game, big box expansions. And if you're a Munchkin lover, you also have the card games that you can check on my video. I have lots of content. Okay, so let's start with the components. Board games, we all love them. Not only they are a lot of fun, they also look great on the shelf. There's no denying one of the best parts of the hobby is to show our collection. I work so hard to build, smiling to yourself while your friends stare jealously at your cool stuff. Exactly. Welcome, dear player, to our love ladder to all the board games. Okay, guys, so I hope you like this experience because we are all lovers here, right? First off, you'll need the Munchkin diagram. We know that, right? Okay, so collection. Board Silly also includes a new mechanics collection. At the beginning of the game, each player receives a shelf where you can display their glorious loot, so they can rub their so-called friend faces in the cool things they've acquired during the journey to become the greatest looter of them all. So what's the advantage here? Gameplay follows. So if giving you the real during combat, because the collection will make you famous. Your shelf is divided in 2 rows, and each slot will give you more fame. Each bonus point. Okay, the greater your collection. Okay, so it's for you to go after loot, and so let's see. Let's just see what you have here as an example. Okay. So you get 9 points there, plus 2, minus 6 because you did not complete those. Okay, so that's a backfire. Let's take a look with more detail. So we get 5 of this for each player, and plus 1 for every weapon, plus 1 for every weapon you have outside this. Okay, so here 2 armor, 2 and items 2, but then -3 if you leave this empty. So this is forcing you to go after cards indeed and display it as your collection. It's a different way to play, basically. Instead of focusing on going further, killing enemies, etc., you focus more on where's the loot, where can I find more cards, where can I build my shelf. Miniatures. Let's see if we can recognize these things now with the help of the cards. So here's the boss, the meeple. This one looks very good. A big meeple, spiky meeple. Then we have this guy who is hammering, clubbing something. We'll see in the cards better. I've seen this guy on the cards, but I don't remember who he is. So he's a screaming guy. This is the roaming monster. No, this is a net troll, right? That's a net troll I remember from the cards because he has a computer. It's a troll on the net. I think it's called. And this is a dice, a Frankenstein dice. We'll see that. Let's have a laugh with the jokes here on the cards. We won't be able to go into detail of all the cards as usual, right? So if you want to just pause and read. So let's just have a feeling. Richard the Kitten Heart instead of the Lion Heart. That's a symbol. Cultist of the new games. The ones that also only like new games. Dog of War. Dogpile. It's a hero game! Wow. Wandering monster. Take that. Zombicide. 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 There's a joke. So only private jokes for board games. Abstractness. Abstractness. Yeah. Co-op with traitor. Co-op game with traitors. Variable player powers. Okay. Dice placement. Win, lose. Blood rage. I love this one. Game store manager. New Munchkin game. Line starts here. Okay. Game show host. Who's that guy? Is this a joke here? I guess is this Tom Vassell because of the tie? Wandering monster. I don't understand the rules. This game is unbalanced. Oh, there are jokes here. Let's see. So, flax, carcass zone. Okay, flex. I'm not getting that one. Ticket to riot. Okay, so what's that? I can't read it. Glumhaven. That's the mind, right? But I can. Rising Sun. Vasily. Munchkin. That's Munchkin for sure. Okay, there's the boss. Let's see the jokes for the boss here. So, level 1. Place me on the board and despair. Place me on the board and despair. Place me on the board and despair. Loaded die. It's a loaded die. Comment roll. It's not net roll, it's the comment roll. Shrieking Geek. Orc board game reviewer. No dice. It's breaking a board game then. The Meeple Village. The Gathering of Geeks. Gamer's Cave. Game Show Studio. Gateway. Okay, let's see the Lutean Meeple. The Brown Meeple. Super Munchkin. Rising Bun. Again, Rising Sun. Ketchup mechanism. There's a ketchup mechanism in this game. The King's Burger. That's Kingsburg. Cool, the King's Burger. Orange Meeple. Resource cubes. Extra reinforced shelf to hold all the games. Right? Is there a joke there? I don't see one. Meeple Canyon. Meeple Scepter of Absolute Power. Munchkin Dungeon 25th edition, 25th anniversary edition. Whee! Cubic plate. Plate mail +1 versus player interaction. The Golden Meeple. Resource cube. The Kingmaker. Wand of Analysis Paralysis. Feet Worse Than Death. Meeple Shield. Card sleeves. Bleach Lotus instead of a Black Lotus. Even Magic the Gathering is getting one. Blanket of Invisibility. So you put the blanket on the horse and the horse became invisible. It's so funny. I can spend all day looking at these things and playing those. Munchkin Dungeon board silly. Guys, trust me, if you are a fan of this content, just check the channel. I don't need to tell you anything else. You'll subscribe, you'll like, just based on the content. Thank you, and I hope to see you on the next ones. Goodbye.